Welcome to the Archangel Michael Live on the road out near Northam at the moment. Yes, put a bit of light on the subject. Walking around on a bay, car park bay. Let's just give you a bit of look how dark it is. That's the city of Northam, about 3 k's away. But as you can see, bit black out here. Oh, that's the lights up there where you do the overtaking lane before you turn in Northam. Main road down there. I'm going that way. Oh, yes. You see my car. So, we'll turn it back around. Oh, here I am. Archangel Michael on the road. So, I'll get in the car. I've got the Lord's Prayer with me. So we'll do that. I've got good transmission here because I'm near Northam. And it's got a good tower. So, how are you? I hope you are well. What I will do is I'll get in the car and we'll drive along and probably cut out live when the transmission dies because I've got a bit of a time schedule to keep. I don't want people staying up too late before I get there, and I've got another 4.5 hours drive yet. So, I hope you are very well. Well, we'll go do the Lord's Prayer and get that to me, so I got it on the road too. Oh, it's about 5 degrees out here, so it's pretty cold. Good for traveling, keep the engine cool. Okay, in the car. Put some light on the subject, as one would say. Well, so, what I'll do, that like that. That would work nicely. I hope you can hear me. I'll turn off this light. It's a bit annoying. Flashing in and out to neon. Okay. Let me get the Lord's Prayer going. We'll go over in. I may go on later when I get the Kugari. So, 5 hours time or so. Where are we? There we go. Okay. What? Interference happening. Oh. So I hope you're well and hope you can hear me. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer and then we're going to start driving. So I won't be able to interact with the chat too much because I got to concentrate driving. Okay, so here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. And now you have God in your day. We have God in the chat. I have God with me on this drive. So, if he really was on this drive, I'd sit back, relax. Hey, take it on cruise control, God. Yep, no worries, Mike. We'll go. I wish it was like that, but he's with us now, which is good. Put this away before I get shit flying everywhere. So, just remember, when you do long drives, get out there in a couple of hours or so. Stop the car, let the car have a rest. It's good, but get your legs moving around. Or you might get blood clots, especially with today's society. And we're all susceptible to them. If you got that COVID vaccines, you're going to be susceptible to the blood clots for the rest of your life. Okay, put that back there. Okay. Now this is going to be interesting. How do I do this? Do I put it up somewhere? Got nowhere really to prop it so you can see me. Okay, I just hook up to the phone that day like that. Okay. It's a matter of hearing me too. But that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So what we're going to do here is we're going to dim down the light so it's not too bad. Actually, I'll get myself belt on. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, they're all gone. Couple of light. Gone. I got the low spray and I shot through. Okay. Keys. Keys are in the pocket. Oh, ignition. Camera, action. And here we go. Live on the road with the Archangel. Going to God's country. Going to the country where the pale horse runs. Not that far from it. About 100 k's up from where he actually is being cordoned off. But I'm going to see my niece. She needs a bit of a help with some blokes. You want to muscle around. Try and say we've got magic. And we're going to sing you and bring you out, young girl, so we can do things to you. Well, see, my niece, Shaylee, Super Shay, she's a lesbian. And she lives there with her girlfriend, Caitlin, who is an Aboriginal woman. And like Shay, she's Aboriginal too, but she's very dark, Caitlin. And Caitlin's family is very good with my family up here. Oh, big trucks. I might turn it around. Depends on where they got the transmission. When it runs out, you won't get me because it goes in and out. How we go. We're still in range in the hills at the moment. And I'll get out in the plane and on the way to Kugari, which is about 30 k's or so from Kalgoorlie. I've got to take it easy because there's one of those automated cameras around here. The bastard. And you've got to be careful. We're good now. 110. I'll turn it around in a minute so you've got an idea what it's like. Oh, it's 501 k's to Kalgoorlie. What's the fuel say? Fuel says 550 k's before empty tank. That's pretty good. That's very good for this type of car. Okay, I'm going to turn it around. Woof. And there we go, see? Oh, overtaking lane. Stick to the left. Oh, how fast we're going. 110 is supposed to be, but we're going a little bit faster. A little bit cold for the police to be out tonight. But they've got automated cameras all the way along here. Oh, yes. This is what it's like to travel at night in the West Australian outback. Oh. And there we go. Trucks galore. This is what you got to watch out for. These guys. Oh. So, now you're going, Kiki Eyes. I can see you there, but as you can see, driving along, so I'm glad you were there. You're good at sea. 499 to Kalgoorlie. So that means I've already travelled about 120 k's from home. Left a little bit later because no trucks travelling really at this time. The trucks are really packed. I like to travel with no trucks. Oh, turn the light down. Another one coming. Boom, boom. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's there. Ha 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 ha. This is a speed trap. Bastard speed trap. And they're timing you as you go through. And once you go through, if you do it in a certain time, they get you for speeding. They try and make revenue, you know. Doesn't really stop any crime. Doesn't really stop anyone from speeding. Because the fines and that, they increase them every year, but the speeding still goes up. More people get fined every year. So it's not stopping anything. It's just the revenue. They like the money. It's like if they got rid of cigarettes totally, where are they going to get the tax from? They'll get it from somewhere else. They like that money, the government. They're greedy, like it's going into their own pocket. But that's just the way. This road, I've seen this road go from really crappy road to not too bad now. They've done it right up, always redoing it up. Okay, we'll turn around again. Boom. Hey, see? That's how you do it. Yes, I'm driving along with a mask, so the police pull me up. I'm blaming you. So no, I'm influenced by the media. My fans, they did this way. I won't even break character if that happens, guys. Just like I did with that accident. You know, if you're gonna play the part, you're gonna play the part. But I clearly don't speak in this accent. Although I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So, make sure I'm gonna do something. Hold on for a second. Oof. Just had to close the vent because you can smell the sweetness of the car. The overflow of that you get sometimes, a little sweet smell you get from the car. That's the evaporation of the what is it? The bloody radiator fluid. But that's nothing. That's only just because I poured some in there to make sure it was topped up before I went. And that's it, just boiling off the motor, and you can smell it through. So take it easy going through here. Another turn off the northern. Yeah, road train assembly area, northern York. Interesting. Oh, left, just overtaking. Back up to 110 again. Okay. Yes, 492. This is not bad, this car. It lives up to its name. It's a Holden Cruise. But it's cruising along lovely. For a little engine to pull out and put under my arm. 1.4 liters, so it's on fuel. And it's got that turbo sound to it, so it's got that nice whining electricity sound. Well, there's in transmission. See, we did transmission in a spot. Not really supposed to pull up because of the trucks. You're really supposed to pull up in a car parking bay. Because someone will come right up your ass and fucking clean you up. That's how crazy it is sometimes. People are very mean. Humans are very cruel. They can do just as bad as things as demons. Look at DT. He tried playing a demon. Look what he's like. Oh, I like what Jaguar said. I'm down for that. 2 years, we're going to have Jay-Z in the same position. Whoa, fucking bent right over. No loop. Straight in. I like to be with Jag for that long. That will be good. And help her be, one to support her so she can take the bastard out. Simple as that. I'm going to turn around and let you see how dark it is now. There's no lights or nothing now. And see, the road is unmarked. You only got a few little things because I just regraded the road. So you have to be at your wits. Most people drive straight off the side of the road. Most people don't drive at night because, well, they're frightened to. Kandanan, 50 k's to Kandanan. Now, Kandanan, that's the Brethren town. That's one of those religious sects, Christianity, Brethren. Ragheads, they all wear rags, almost like the Jehovah's Witness. But that whole town, oh, 90% of the people all belong to one cult. When I've done work out there, putting up marks, oh, I'm going to pull up. Why have we got transmission? Let's have a look. Behind this sign, yes, that's perfect. Look at that there. It's like it's built for me. For a little bit longer. Turn it around. Boop. I'm only going to stay on live for a little bit longer. Because like I said, I've got to make some time when you're traveling. But I'll stay here now while I got the transmission. It's just going to keep dipping out. And then I know before you get the Kandan, it just cuts out completely. Then you get the Kandan and it comes good again. But like I said, Kandanan's a brethren town. And when you work there in the schools and that, like we was putting up marquee for the school, for the grand poobah to come there and start, dishing it out, kind of thing. And that's what they call it. And so we not allowed to have any outside media on the site. We even have to sign something. So when the kids come up and ask us anything, we can't talk about outsideness. That's how crazy it is. They are secular. They are. But they also own another town too, up there, bloody going up the other road, going up north. Dalwallinu. Now we was doing work there at Dalwallinu. We went inside the building, and oh my goodness, it was like they had a center stage, and everyone around it going up. There's like fucking something. You walk into the Death Star. Here's the Death Star. Now we're going to go in this way. It was crazy. I thought, wow, this looked like it's one of those fucking full-on Illuminati style fucking places. As soon as you walk in here, you think, hey, that's a strange auditorium, as one would say. But yes, very strange. Out here is pitch black now. I turned this torch off. Give you an idea. Only the light from the camera and the bloody display on the car. I turned it around. Oof. That's it. No lights out there, guys. She's a pitch black. Yeah. Very dark. Of course, the camera is not picking it up. It's not. You can still see, but most people they need a torch to walk around at night. Well, I actually don't. I got really, 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 really good eyes at night. I find it funny because I can turn the torch off and keep walking through, and they looking, "Where are you, Michael? Where are you?" I was shocked. Jesus, you must be blind. But not everyone's the same, and that's what I've got to realize. Not everyone thinks the same as me. Not everyone's on the same level of thinking as me. This third eye inside my head, she's been open right up. When I close my eyes at night, it's like I got a black and white TV going because I think it thinks like the light's coming through my eyelids. It's lit that much. I open my eyes, no lights on, so crazy. But that's how that is. So I'm hoping to go on some people's lives and do my apologizing. I don't know if I can do it here because I don't have that stream where I can bring people in. I want to do another chat, do it properly, be not aggressive, and listen. But I also want to get my point across as well. And I know my point is going to be my point is going to be factual because I've gone and researched to get the facts. I don't have mommy now, they're at home, so it's going to have to be a week at least before this happens. A cool down period is good. That way people can think, gather themselves, and go through the process. Because we jump in it now, well, we're still going to be heated, and it's not going to get anywhere. First, I've been talking to people, we've got emails, so we talk. It's not always online, guys. not always on the line. You know, some of us, we connect outside. And now I'm finding out, gee, what can I say? How many people have connected outside from this bad camp, from this Akbar, from this Murph, Maggie, and all this here going on. Crazy. So in a sense, sometimes I'm glad I'm not a part of a lot of that too. But the ones I do have emails for, well, they're good people. And I always protect and support them. They're the ones that will become friends, actual real friends, not just, you know, same cause online warriors. So that's how that one is. I will go for another 9 minutes or so. Yeah, I got to go for another 9 minutes or so. That way I've been on for the half an hour. What the fuck? I'm searching for something. I'll get that later. I'll do that later. Do that later. So there you go. I'm going, like I said, when I get the Kugati, I'll go on live again. We'll see how we go there. We see how we go. So we will get through it eventually, bit by bit, step by step. But I got to realize with my natural aggressiveness as a weapon, because that's all I am, I have to learn to stop. And that's about that. But that's another story. I will get that done. And when it's done, it's done. I have been keeping out of the mix. I've been trying to clear my head. I watch a little bit of what's been going on. So I'm going to have to catch up on a lot. What people have been doing. What the new person they're going to henpeck now. Because that's the way I look at it too sometimes. Who are we henpecking today? Well, my mistake. Fuck it. I just made myself one of those little pieces of cheese that the chasing picking up. That's still going to happen, yep. So, but people, well, we see. We see. I haven't even seen if anyone's capitalized on that from the enemy camps or anything. I just put it out of my mind, be in my head. And that's one of the reasons I'm going up here, not just to help my niece. But there you go. People think I'm against. Well, I wouldn't be going up here helping them out to sort out these men. Gonna put the full stop on their fucking magic bullshit. Take my fucking niece out there and do dirty things to her. Because that's their idea, that's their plan. Try that shit. Well, you got me to deal with. I guarantee I get there and they're fucking gone. They're gone. They'll go somewhere else. They'll go up the road to another place where they're fucking assholes. Oh, they left. Yeah. Because they knew uncle was coming. And I don't fuck around. I'll pull them right out the house and I'll punch the head right in. Because you want to go up to my niece and try and threaten her with this magic bullshit? I'll fuck around with you physically. Or I could do my magic. Take him out there and play around with him for fucking 3 days while they're paralyzed. Do what the fuck I want to him. Then decide whether I want to knock him off and leave him there or let him go with a broken leg. No, there's other ways you could deal with it too. Deal with a proper way, proper law way. Not always speeding. Speeding is always usually when you've done something very bad. There's another way to deal with someone. So this is the proper way. This is the one that scares them. The speedings are nothing. Because they know that's going to happen. They know they're going to get speared, and they know if they hit it in the top part of the leg, they're going to die, or they put it in the bottom part of the leg between the bone and the calf, and they twist it. So that person's going to limp for the rest of their life as a memory not to fucking do that again. When they spear in the top part of the leg straight into the artery, 3 minutes you're dead. Okay? But there's other ways to punish and kill people, you know. We got one there that you let the spirits, called the spirits. Right? The spirits will determine whether you're going to live or die overnight. So what you do is you get that man, or don't do it to a woman. Women punish women. unless they spear him and do the blood curse like those men. We say, fuck, I gotta fix that one. No. What you do is you get that man, and you know how you got two floating ribs on either side? You break those fucking things. You break them, you lift up the arm, break it, lift up that arm, break it, right? And you put him up next to a tree, let him sit there. And you're gonna be sitting there, because you're gonna go pop the lungs. And you're gonna be sitting there, bubbling a little bit of spit, with the fucking blood. And you come back the next morning. Now, if he's still alive and still bubbling, well, the spirits said that he's going to live. But usually when I see him propped up like that there, I say, oh, he's been sitting there all night. I go and touch him, and they fall over stiff. And that's when everyone shits. That's proper law way. That's how you do them law way. Now, of course, that's assault by our common laws and that now. So if the police ever catch you doing that kind of thing, you get locked up under the bloody laws, go to judge and all that. But that's Aboriginal law. Still, there's still two laws, see? It's not supposed to function, but it does. I mean, when I went up there with my nephew before, earlier on this year, well, there was only just about 7 boys up in the Leverton that just had that punishment built out of them where they got speared in the leg. And what they do, like I said, they put it in and they twist it. And they've got to go to hospital straight away and deal with it or get septicemic. And that leg will die. And oh my goodness, something very terrible. I seen one like that. It never got dealt with. And the flesh, well, was sitting down the bottom way. We ripped him up. Like an hospital and they amputated that. That, but yeah, crazy. That was crazy. It was like Walking Dead one, you know, with his fucking skeleton leg there. And oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell are you doing, man? That was yeah, it was something else. So that's how they punish him. Now they could just spear it in and out as a reminder. So they're gonna limp for 6 months, 2 years, or they twist it and give him a permanent reminder. Plus, when they do that too, it slows down their ability to get food. So they're not gonna eat as well. Okay, that's the way that is. Spearing's usually only like very serious punishment for a crime. Yeah, that's how that works. And it still happens up there today. Sometimes the police interfere, sometimes they just turn a blind eye. See, most of these police, even though they don't accredit it, are worldwide about this Aboriginal magic and ghosts and pseudo science, like things that we know happen, but they can't recreate them, like ghost spirits, a haunted area. If they find out there's any floating chairs or any activity inside a haunted house, they are told not to go in there. Police are told not to interfere or go in there unless they have to go in there and pull someone out that's screaming. Right? And when they're told about Aboriginal people, when we put this like, right, you're going to wake up dead. Unless we're a young bloke that's, oh, you're going to wake up dead like that. Sometimes, they're going to rest your chair. But some of us old guys, some of the ones that those got a bit of power, we say, you keep messing around, you're going to end up waking up dead. And they know we got things, right? And when we say we got special items, they will leave us to put that away somewhere, and then, they know not to mess with our matches. It's like when I grew up, you get told not to play with matches. Similar out there. There's little boxes. They're not boxes of matches, but they'll sure as hell burn you worse than a box of matches. That's how my dad told me. He said, when you find some of these things, Michael, gotta be careful. Don't touch them if you're not sure. Because I know you could touch a lot of shit. You can, right? But just be careful because they'll burn you worse than a box of matches. And I was a kid when I thought this, and I thought to myself, what the fuck can burn you worse than a box of matches? Christ. And so I learned very quickly like that. And yes, oh yes, it can burn you worse than a box of matches. You burn for weeks inside. Wow. Well, on the outside depends what you got. Depends how powerful it is. Certain things are for certain things. A lot of these magic stones we got, they're the ones that come out of the bloody Song of Life, or now it's the Song of Life, the story of life. They were miniaturized and brought down here. Like I said, one by one. They're not all down here in Australia, they're all around the world. One by one, Satan's been going around collecting them, putting them back in. When he finds most of them, he wants this one. He can't really finish it off with these two. But like I said, mankind is now got in charge. Mankind's got them nuclear weapons. He'll quite easily use them if he can't get these. He just prefers, he really wants to do it this biblical way. You don't know how to deal with me yet. You're giving me a wide berth. Although he's making everything around me fucking hard. But that's man too. Gee, the thing is, the worst thing I've just found, like I was talking to my sister Roma, she was a bit angry at me because the birthday she's still plaguing with it. But we actually got through with that, and I asked her a question. I said, well, this thing that I'm telling people about, do you think it's too venomous? I mean, really, everyone wants the savior thing to happen. But now that it's actually here, you just don't want to take it. And it's not a matter of whether you've got to follow my narrative. I'm just trying to warn you that it's here, it's happening. I'm the Archangel Michael. It's not no bullshit. When I got an official government, that's the worst thing. It's almost like I feel I can understand how Jag feels. She got a Freedom Award, and that award got tainted so much in her, it's like a sour bit of fucking rice. When it should be something that we should be very proud. No, they toilet paper that paper for her, and then she got attacked so much after that day. Everything she had, that like even more happened to her than what's happening before. And every time I show or tell people about that receipt from the government, people seem to attack me. People react like they're jealous. So now I've got this fucking, they have, no. But that's it. So she said, some people just can't handle it, Michael. But the spirit inside you, what's telling you that you have to get this out. So you're going to have to just cop the shit. You're going to have to cop the hate. Try and get out the good message. It's like her. She's an advocate for men. That's instantaneously going to line up a lot of women hating her. Because the thought pattern is now is to demonize the men to empower the women. Right? But along that way, they still have left the men at the same fucking education level. So the men are not learning, so you're going to have the conflict. Because there's nothing installed. Like I said, you go and get a women's organization, you go to the government, they'll give you a grant to fucking functionate that. But you'll design a man's organization, say, right, I want to be for single fathers that commit suicide. Oh, sorry, fucking there's nothing for men. You're going to have to be self-funded, that one. You'll find that's in a lot of westernized cultures, not just Australia, a lot of westernized cultures will fund women in organizations to help women, but you'll find a lot of the ones that do men have to be self-organized, self-funded. Are not eligible for a grant. In this country, Australia, if you're on the street with your kids, because because rent over here is pretty high, and it's happening a lot, and you need somewhere to stay, because you don't want to fucking stay out in the street in a tent, right? Out in the bush with a tent. You want some respect for your children. You want to get a roof. Now, you go to the welfare will say, right, we know you're fucking homeless now, so we're going to take your kids. And you have to go to a men's refuge by yourself. Now, if a woman walked into the same issue, they say, oh, don't worry, we've got this unit here. You and your kids can stay at that unit. We'll set that up. We'll drive you there and put you there. So there's plenty of that for single mothers, but there's nothing for dads. We talk about equal opportunity. Yes, men have not inherently lost their rights, right? It's just that now we're not getting access to them. So technically say, oh, men haven't lost their rights. That's true, we haven't. But we're just not being allowed to have access to them, especially in the family law courts. That was a big truck. especially in the family law courts. You know, that's why that place is so difficult. But it's getting better. It's getting better, bit by bit. But I suggest people go over and see my sister Roma Ami. Check out the last couple of shorts because she slimmed the one that she did with JD Delay. She did a crossover with him. She shortened one down, and what she talks about there is really is. She can explain it better. She's the professional. Some women are not going to agree, but if you listen to her, she's got the real good idea of what she's trying to say because she's a feminist as well, even though she barracks for men. You know, she's for everybody. She's very no. That's the person that I talk to. Who you got? Well, I'm learning from her. She's 28 years of age, so she's in the knowing of the thinking of the now. Me, I can learn that, but I'm fucking still old school. You know what I mean? And like we say to each other, there's things I learn from her, and there's things that she needs to learn from me, and that's why we find a common interest. You know, we both like that intelligence factor, and that's how that is. So if you get the chance, go and check her out. I mean, not everyone likes her cup of tea. Well, she's the fucking bulldog of the lot. She's the one that out of the three advocates, the Powerpuff Girls, they call themselves. You know, she's the one that's the bulldog of them. She'll go straight at you, and if she don't like, she'll fucking grab you and go straight at you. She's taller than me. She's 180 centimeters, so she's 6 foot, 6 foot, and she's not frightened to fucking drag and make a man piece. She's actually quite intimidating. I've always said to her, "Oh, Chloe, if you walked into a room full of really big, tall basketball men, you could command that room. You really could. You really could." And she has that power. She's got that commanding power. Not only that, because she's also beautiful as well. Big, tall, beautiful. No mother come in, but she's and she's got the tattoos. And I reckon her fellow Powerpuff Girl, the advocate, well, Lauren, she says it's best. Oh, she's like a walking Picasso. Oh, fucking, that's why I call her nickname of Picasso. She likes that. She likes that. But yeah, there you go. And she is like a walking Picasso. She's still viral. I mean, shit, one of the shorts that she ordered, that live that she did with JD, that's had 109,000 views. You know, that's half of the amount of views I've got in the last year. So she's still viral. She's been going on. She's going on viral for 6 years now, Roma. So, and for a woman's point of view, you got to look. Yes, she had the sexual part of it. She stopped really that now. Still selling some of her old photos on the Patreon, I think, but I'm not sure. I know she's really stopped that now. But you got to look past that. You got to look at the story behind that. She was an orphan, and as an orphan in Canada, and what happened to her through the mother treating her like shit. The government says, right, we're going to fund you your schooling, we're going to pay you money, we're going to pay you a wage because we fucked up. Well, as she was getting, when she got with her husband, they stopped paying her. So she was used to having that nice little bit of money, and any regular job wouldn't have been quite the cut because they were paying her some good money. So she went through that, of course, like most girls do. It's a quick, fast, lot of money. But she's become that viral with the message for advocating for men that now she can basically sometimes she just goes on live and plays fucking video games. And people sending her super chats and everything like that, and she's talking to on the live, and she's talking to the people on the video game, and wow, that's what my two nieces. I said, "Oh, Uncle Michael, can we use your TikTok account? We go play." I said, "Yeah, that'll work because I got live on TikTok. I just haven't done it for a while. I was doing that last year." I said, "Oh, they want to play the video games. I know it'll go viral on TikTok. I don't know sure about this. I got to build my channel a bit more." But having those two girls on, they're quite, pretty, and they're basically like Zaire and Pretoria, the lesbian queens of Sparta, and they're two lesbians. And I'm one of the only family members. Like, there's only a few of us that accept their relationship. That's why these blokes have been saying this, because they're tribal way. See? They're still tribal way. They're still tribal way thinking. So their belief that there shouldn't be two women, their women should be given away to men. So it's not just for my niece, it's for Caitlin as well. Because they threaten to take her away in the bush, make her somebody's bride. Oh yeah, men too, they're evil men, right? There's men out there that are good men, magic men, but there's a lot of evil still going on out here. Still using that fucking magic, still using that law for their own evil designs. Men that are evil. Sexual men. That's it. That's true. Why would no, that really pisses me off? Because they get standing in the meeting, they get classed as an elder, they get all this knowledge and magic, yet they don't respect it because they're going to use it to sing this young girl so they can do whatever they want to her sexually. Then keep her in a fucking mesmerization, and she don't even know what she's doing. She can't claim rape, guys, because she walked to him and gave herself to him. They know it happens, but they can't prove it in the fucking lab, so they can't recreate it. That he's singing is making her mind brainwashed to do what he wants. Yeah, so evil. I got the full stop on that shit. When I say I got the full stop, that's all I gotta say. I got the full stop on your bullshit. You want me to pull it out and you put it on your fucking head, cunt? Hey, fuck, clean off. Because then I know I don't need the full stop. Because the moment I touch them, any magic that they got, I will pull that straight out of them and I'll throw it away. And they will never have a fucking magic fucking bone in their body ever again. I've had these powerful men running from me. They're all spiders. Well, I'm a wasp. I keep stinging and stinging and stinging, and I eat them. My dad was a spider, but he was a daddy longleg, so he ate them too. His poison wasn't as potent as theirs, but he fucking eats other spiders. Right? I wasn't allowed to be trained that way because my mother and because they didn't want to go and put me through the law because he didn't want to let me go with them for 8 years without coming back to my mother. He said, "Oh well, I can kiss that fucking marriage goodbye, so we're gonna have to advise another way." So they said I can teach. He has to teach me his way. With part of the new, part of the old, and something that he fashioned up. Right? So that's how it's working all the way through for me. So I got trained as a wasp. I could do everything those spiders can do, and I eat spiders. I can fly around their fucking web, pull them right out. Oh yeah, you ever come across the bush? You see a man sitting in a bush near a tree where you think, oh, that's a bit strange. Stay more than about 50 meters away from that guy. Because the moment you pass that 50-meter range, depending on how powerful he is, you've actually stepped into a web. And he's a fucking spider. You understand that one? So just be careful when you see someone out there that's abnormal and is sitting there like that, they're ominous. Because they could be a predator that's just someone sick in the mind, or they could be one of those spiders bringing you to their web. Yeah, like that one. All right, I'm going to cut the live off because she'll be ringing the mail. Why aren't you here? Oh, I'm going. Oh, I have to go to bed. I will leave the key. Hey, whatever. That's how that one is. So this is the Archangel Michael cutting off his live. Thank you. If you're still there, kick your eyes. Thank you very much. I will go live a little bit later when I'm up there. All right. See you soon. God bless and stay safe.